The Family on Purpose series is broken into 12 episodes, one for each month of journals that I wrote while our family was moving through its first year with family values. I will release one episode a month, beginning in December with January's journals. I chose to release them a month early because a few of our family values correspond with American holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Valentine's Day, and I thought maybe some of our practices might help other families form their own values for the following month and practice living them out with some of the ideas we share. I promised that in this video I'd share more of an inside look into some of our failures. So I'll start with the first month we actually started living more deeply into our values, which was the month of June that year. Our value for June is we listen earnestly, always. So that month we committed to listening well to our children. The problem is, children talk a lot. It was incredibly difficult to listen well every single day. So in the first few days, I remember jotting down in my journal that I just wanted to sew their mouths closed. So many words. But what I learned that month, and what will become clear in the journals from that month, is that I'm often absorbed in my own world and what must be done next, and all the responsibility that weighs on me every single day, that I rarely take the time to just stop and breathe and listen. When my kids talked to me, I was always doing something else. I was always looking at a sheet of paper that needed to be signed, or I was writing something on the calendar because they'd just told me about a birthday party, or I was tidying a room or washing dishes or pouring everyone milk. It's really hard to listen earnestly always when you haven't been listening earnestly ever. I learned that my children have wonderful things to say about life and love and hope. Our value for August is we forgive immediately, always, no matter what. And I learned that children have an endless capacity to forgive, which we seem to lose somewhere along the way, and which is humbling and beautiful. I learned that forgiveness is essential to freedom, and yet it is one of the most difficult, courageous things that we will ever be asked to do. I learned that it doesn't always come immediately, no matter what, because I could hold grudges like you wouldn't believe. In November, we examined our family value. We are gracious, merciful, compassionate. And we brought in a branch from a dying magnolia tree out front. We filled a pot with rocks and stuck the branch in the pot and made that dying limb our Thanksgiving tree. On it, we would clip little pieces of paper where we'd scribbled what we were thankful for that day. I learned that sometimes my thankfulness is grudging, and I have to pull it out with all the strength I have because the days could really beat it out of me. And somewhere along our journey, we stumbled into a parenting way that felt right and true. And this was probably the most significant freedom that our family values opened in us. And even if we learned or gained nothing else from this experience, that one thing would have made it all worth it. Some of our deepest insecurities can be wrapped around the ways we parent. That's why there are so many parenting wars and so many defensive camps, because we're each wondering if we're doing it right, when really we should just figure out whether we're doing it right for our family at this point in time. About halfway into our family values, we also stumbled upon our family mission statement, which we borrowed from poet E.E. Cummings, who says, "Love is the whole and more than all." The night we decided to adopt this as our mission statement, we were sitting around our table eating dinner, which is where some of our greatest discussions happen. We asked our children what they thought it meant, because it's sort of a beautiful, poetic statement, and those kinds of statements aren't always easy to understand, especially for children. Our oldest, who was 7 at the time, said, "It means love is this huge, deep hole that we fall into and can't ever climb back out of." That is the purpose of Family on Purpose. I hope that you'll join us on this journey. On December 2nd, I'll be releasing our January journals. After that, a new month's journals will release every month. Be sure to sign up for the Family on Purpose notification list if you want to keep up with each episode as it's released, and I'll also give you a guide to choosing family values when you do sign up. Thank you for sticking around and being a part of our story. I hope you'll let me know about your own journey into family values.